So Barry, it's nearly the start of a new season. How, looking back at last season, how do you feel your first season in the Lowland League went?
It went pretty well, if I'm being honest. I mean, I came in. It took me a couple of months to have a real good look at the squad and evaluate who was going to be staying in the summer and moving forward. Obviously, I wanted to strengthen, but you can't do everything overnight. So after I had a look at the squad in general in terms of training and a few games, I started my recruitment round about the Christmas time to try and bring in new players that there's a certain way I want to play, and it just happens in football. Some people leave, they've had great times at Kelty, but there's a certain way that I wanted to play and that I wanted to bring certain players in, and it took a long time to try and get these players because there was a lot of clubs interested in them. Spent a bit of time with them to convince them, and once you bring them here and you see the facility and you see where the club's trying to go, in the end it was a decision the players had to make, and thankfully they made the decision to come to Kelty, which I was delighted with, because the 8 players that I brought in, I earmarked them. Sometimes you always don't get who you want, but thankfully we got them, and now it's just a case of trying to get them into knowing the way I want to play, getting to know the the guys that already that have been here for a few years that I wanted to keep. So in general, over pre-season, it's been good. It's been a lot of hard work put in. Got to give credit to the boys. I gave them a training regime today before we come in, and they stuck to that. So the 4 weeks leading up to the season was just a case of getting them all to know each other and getting to bond well together, and things are starting to look good now. It's just a case of hard work on the training field, and hopefully on a Saturday we can produce good performances.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a mixed bag in terms of results in pre-season. Pennycook game must have been pleasing, everything seemed to click, but the Dunfermline game, maybe just something wasn't quite right.
No, I didn't know it wasn't quite right. I know I've been in the game a long time, but the way that we're working the players, it's been real tough on them. So there was going to be a period in pre-season where they were going to be heavy-legged and tired. I knew that. Pre-season's about fitness. It's no at the start of the season. It's that pre-season for me runs into November, December, when we'll really hopefully see the benefits of what we've done over the last 8 weeks. So in terms of results, I wasn't too concerned. It's leading up to the start of the season where now you're starting to see the boys become a bit fresher and they're out of that tired period. Now it's about sharpening right up, and look, I've got to give credit to every single one in the squad. They've put a hell of a lot of hard work in. It's been tough, but I'm a big believer if you don't put the hard work in training, you don't get the benefits on the pitch. So fair play to the boys.
Yeah, it was big statements were made, bringing in Fash and Dillon, and Thomas Riley was voted in the League One Player of the Season. You stated you got the players you wanted. How big was it to get those players in with what you wanted to achieve here?
It was tough because a lot of clubs wanted these players. So it was a case of me sitting down with them and seeing where I want to go, where the club wants to go. And once you bring them to here, you just look round about. The club are trying to do the correct things, and at stages I thought I had lost them to other clubs. But listen, it's about persevering with them and annoying them, basically. So look, I'm just grateful we've got them, and I'm sure once the fans see them in full flow, I'm sure they'll be happy with them, because they're good players. They're not just good players, they're good people as well. I think that's important for me. I just don't bring them in for the sake of how good a player they are. They've got to fit into what's already in the dressing room and what the club's all about as well. It's about everybody being together and good people, and certainly the boys that I've brought in are good players, but they're good guys to have around the place as well.
The aim must obviously be to win the league this season. There's lots of competitions, and the Scottish Cup will come around fast, and we've got Kilmarnock Colts in the Tunnock's Caramel Wafer Challenge Cup.
Yep, I like a
How
caramel
much
wafer.
How much are you looking forward to these competitions and a chance to pit yourself against, opposition from higher leagues and things like that?
Well, first and foremost, our bread and butter is a league, and we want to mount a serious challenge. Now, we've got to be respectful. East Kilbride, for me, another fantastic season. They're a good, strong team with a lot of good quality in it. East Stirling, I've went and brought a hell of a lot of quality in. BSC, good team. Spartans. There's a lot of good teams in this league, and it's an exciting league. As I says, you're seeing quite a lot moving from the SPFL down to this league, so it's a real competitive league, and we just need to be on the ball. As simple as that. We just need to give everything we've got. I think we're in a lot stronger position this year. I think we've got a stronger squad. There's good competition as well. I thought last year there wasn't a lot of competition. I just felt guys knew they were going to be playing. I think if you've got a strong 16 or 18 all vying for that 11, I think that's important and it's healthy. And also, look, the cup competitions are important for the club as well. If you get a half decent run, it does bring a bit of money in. So, no, I'm looking forward to it. But as I says, my bread and butter, and the bread and butter for the players this season is to try and win a league. And we're going to give it our best shot. There's no doubt about that. But also, it's important that we do try and get a decent cup run, whatever cup that is in. But every game we enter, we're going to try and win. But as I said, in the Lowland League, there's a lot of tough teams. I've got to be respectful of that. And I was in the league for 5 months last year, and I know I mentioned they teams, but there's a lot of other teams. Civil had a great season. Gal are a decent team. So, no, it's a tough league. We'll just not go out and think that we can turn up and win games. We need to work hard first and foremost, and then hopefully our quality will come through. But as I says, it's going to be tough, but we're ready for it. The guys are ready for it. I've had a good long chat with them over the pre-season, and they know what to expect.
And finally, it's, like you mentioned, the facility around here. The support even in pre-season has been fantastic. How big is that? To the players, to the management going forward, having that.
Yeah, I think it's important this year that I can say finally it's my group now. I brought this group together. I know some boys have been here for a number of years, but they're the boys that I wanted to keep, and I brought in obviously 8 new faces. So it's my group. It's important that we've got a good connection with the fans. You look at them Dunfermline game, just under 800 people here. That's unbelievable. And hopefully, listen, if we produce performances on the park, I'm sure the fans will come and support. But look, it's important that we've got a good support. Always made feel welcome with the support, and I'm sure the players will appreciate that. But it's about us appreciating them as well. That's a big factor this year, and that's something that we spoke about as a group. Because the fans pay good money to come through the gates and watch us. So, no, we just need to start entertaining on the pitch and working hard. That's simple as that, and I'm sure if the fans see hard work on the pitch, I'm sure they'll appreciate it.